Legend of Total War here, with part 2 of this particular Saving Disaster campaign as Clan Pestilence in Mortal Empires with Warhammer 2. We got a fucked situation against Itza. We managed to capture their settlement of Itza. And, you know, that was good and everything, but we're not done yet. We haven't managed to outmaneuver and defeat this army, so I've been thinking about how best to do about it. Now, I could stay here for one more turn and get some replenishment, but it always runs the risk of them assaulting the settlement. Now, inside the settlement here, they've got... well, we've got 3 Storm Vermin with halberds. This doesn't look good, though. Like, it's... because they got another force over here. It's not huge, but I can't lightning strike it to try and get rid of it first. Now, if I come over here, for example, to stay right there, this army is going to attack me that way without the garrison. So, what do I do? Replenish to full? Or just go for it? I think we just got to go for it. There's a chance that we'll actually ambush them as well. If they get ambushed, this army won't show up. I guess let's see how that goes.
Make things sick and die.
There we go. I was worrying over nothing. Now, the safest option here would probably be auto-resolve, considering what we're going up here. We also got to consider that auto-resolve will probably wipe out their army, whereas as opposed to manually resolve, will wipe out our army. To only lose the Skaven Slave Spears? Okay. I mean, yeah, that's absolutely acceptable though.
That Plague Lord demands sacrifice. I have no use.
Okay, we're pretty good for money. We want to try and build up the food again so that we can continue to expand our territories at a decent rate. So there we go, and they've... to think I was worrying about all that stuff. Alright. And we've still got enough movement that we could attack this, but we're not in great shape. So...
claimed by pestilence.
the garrison won't come out and help, so I think we're better off just waiting here. If he wants to make... he probably won't make an attack, but if he wants to, he can. Now... losing that Skaven Slave doesn't mean anything, but we still don't have access to the Storm Vermin with halberds. Now, the thing is as well, got to consider, is that these units here are a lot cheaper in Skrulk's army than the Storm Vermin. Let's see. Yeah, you got to have artillery. It doesn't matter what Skaven Lord you're playing as, you gotta have artillery. It's their best units.
Not as pestilent as some.
Figured if they had better magic.
Plague priest.
So just thinking, what should we put here? Well, it's 3 turns until we can get the warp lightning cannon. Let me just see. Having wiped out that army of theirs, Itza is not yet willing to negotiate. We'll come over here, recapture this. It's good that Luther Harkon's got this tied down. I did want to initially deal with this, but Itza's more of a threat. So we got to deal with that. Alright, so that needs to be upgraded. It's going to take 4 turns. And it's not so much for his army, but for armies that are going to come after this one. Because you're going to have to recruit other lords. Still got quite a bit of money left from when we sacked it. Not too sure what to build in these at the moment. Just leave that be for now. Alright, so...
Magic.
yeah, like I said, they're not going to besiege the settlement because the garrison here, we walked out of that pretty easily. Given the situation, wiping out their army. I know it's not as entertaining doing it that way, but I tell you what, there was that would have been a pain in the ass to deal with. There was no way I could have gotten a better result than that. I mean, killed off all their army there. I'm just trying to think what to do.
You're bubonic.
I'm not concerned about this right now. I think we're done for the turn. I'll just recruit another plague monk. Even though we're up against large units a lot with the lizardmen, these guys still do more damage, and because of Squawk's faction, his character ability, at least it's not that expensive. But yeah, what we need to do now is just go around, capture a couple of settlements, trying to increase our income, get a second army together, and then I think it's fixed. Try and get a peace treaty. That would really help. If you're only fighting one enemy, yeah, like I said, don't worry about this. It'd actually be in our best interest if they occupied it. No, they're trying to cause a revolt.
Even Sneaky respects me.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Just let it revolt. It's not worth anything anymore. Oh yeah, I got this. Forgot about that. We'll go looking for something to use it on. So they're gonna recruit some new forces. What building do they have here? So, Saurus Spears and Saurus Warriors, unless they're utilizing the global recruitment.
You're in Liber Bubonicus. Clan Pestilence is all.
Yeah, I really need this guy to help us replenish faster. That'll get us to full strength if we stay here. But we need to get moving to recapture the whole province. We can't leave this army here. Even though it's nowhere near as much of a threat as the other one, we best to take it out before it becomes a threat again. It certainly would be better if we had warp lightning cannons, but at least there is some infantry in that. Oh, no, actually, that should be fine. Alright. Also, his special, his weapons, let me have a look here. Rod of Corruption. Does any of them provide public order? Probably shouldn't worry about that while we've got so many wars going on. Alright, we'll check again to see if anybody will have peace. We're catching back up to Itza.
Yes, nothing you can say will dampen.
Libaras, I have no...
The seas undead.
Okay, here, yeah, let's get rid of this. There's no reason to be at war with all these enemies. We don't have the means to deal with them. So there's no walls there. So we're, of course, we're rooting for Luther Harkon to win. Public order's maintaining just fine. Alright, let's move on. Oh, great. You deal with Itza, and then we have to start dealing with Order of Lawmasters, which is great. Luckily, it's not a large army. This is why you can't be having, like, 50 enemies all at once. You get rid of one army, and then another army just comes out. You'll never bloody expand. They'll constantly be putting too much pressure on you.
I see you.
I think they only recruited 1 unit, so they've got less than a full stack. We've got, and yeah, we're pretty much full stack. Now this guy here, if he comes over here, the walls are upgraded, so I think he'd have a hard time getting into there. You definitely want to increase the income, keep that coming. Think about this settlement as well, as it does have this field here, the putrid rice bog, and that's needed for food. Alright. Gotta fight this one manually.
They are mine now.
Alright, let's do this.
Unleash corruption.
But yeah, it's such a relief to get rid of that big beast army. Big fucking dinosaur fuck off army. I'll go to choke point battle. Good for us, we've got artillery and they don't.
Guide us, Horn One. Plague monks. Your desire.
Let's start shooting. And we've got to get close in. Try not to let them, you know, flank us. So close off the choke point.
Horned rat's blessing.
We're also got to be careful not to shoot our own troops once the fighting begins. Oh, that was nice. Yeah, the overcasted version's much better.
Council's command! Yes, master, scurrying. I am Skrulk. It is right of me. Of play.
Yes, more winds of magic. Coming in fast will be needed. Now that we've got that upgrade, it's actually quite good against these units. Don't worry about this, it can't really do a whole lot of damage.
Plague monks! Where's the target?
You can use these guys to try to run down the routing units so they don't return to the battlefield. Because obviously they're going to do nothing against Source Warriors. The Skull's got himself 69 kills. Just with magic. This, you just don't walk out with no casualties as escaping. It just doesn't happen. If that's Shadow, don't worry about them, but break these. Plus it's keeping these Croxigors out of the fight. It's good. Can always recruit more. So if we're struggling against an army that's mostly infantry based. Imagine what would have happened if it was like 18 of these fuckers. Or 14 of them. Like I said, we need storm vermin with halberds if we want to deal with lizardmen. Not plague monks.
Let's kill for the Vermintide!
Because another thing to consider is that storm vermins also have more men in their units.
Yes, Master Lord.
Yeah, which were you shooting?
Great claw catapult.
Shoot this one. It's not the ideal target, obviously, but they are doing some damage to us. Alright, looks like we got out of this without any of them getting wiped out, which is good. Pyrrhic victory, god damn it. Again, this is why you gotta have artillery, look at that. You know, none of them were able to get anywhere close to those kinds of kills, and they certainly don't hold the line very well. And these are fairly experienced as well.
Clan pestilence will rule the world.
Yeah. We sack and occupy.
Steal. I am the Plague Lord.
Yeah, take it straight to level 3.
Vile tide comes.
Let's get this built up so that we don't lose it next time. What should we build here? So we've already got that coming in. You can build that. That'll just help him have a bit more variety to recruit from. But the thing is, you don't necessarily need variety in your armies. You specialize them to be good at with one particular type of unit, and then just roll with that. I think we'll go with this. Having the extra recruitment capacity in this province could be useful. I mean, we don't really need Untainted, but that's okay. Well, it does provide some money, and is the public order here going to be okay? Yeah, I don't know. Because once this gets upgraded to full, you're not going to need any more growth. Alright, let's go with that. Just try and increase our income a little bit. I don't know if you need this building in here. Alright, well this is still full stack. We got about a 2-turn rest time, I suppose. If we get to Itza, where can we quit it? Jackson Chakwa. Okay. Let's just see if we can get out of this war. They still won't do it. We should think about consolidating province before... Well, there's Mark of the Old Ones over here. That's got walls. And Altar of the Horned Rat. We could make our way over here. Consolidate that province. We need to get more food. You know, I've spent quite a bit, you know, building these straight away back up. Alright, let's move on.
Time to do it, leaders. The bubonic clan.
Use that kind of as a scout.
Plague priest.
Alright, moving on. Yeah, it looks like they want to go for Itza. But the garrison should be able to repel that. So yeah, I'm not going to recruit Storm Vermin in Skrulk's army, because that would be a waste of his faction ability. We need to recruit it in a different army. But they're 250 each. Very expensive. And if you have a look at this army, it's costing... Yeah, we can't afford a second... Well, not a second full stack at this stage. It doesn't have to be a full stack, but... it would be good.
I am the Plague Lord.
So there's probably going to be a revolt here. Definitely going to be a revolt here. I'm hoping for just a generic enemy to show up here. But I don't know what's going to show up.
Cankerous delight.
No.
You know, I'd rather have it's a bit more variety in this army, but the problem here is, like, variety for the sake of variety, not good. Like, having some gutter runners or you know, some Skaven slave slingers won't suit the playstyle that I have for the Skaven. Just won't suit it at all.
Absurd.
Yeah, I'm pretty confident the garrison can handle that.
Clan rats are not content.
Vile tide comes.
Right, so they've got a small army there as well as High Queen Khalida. Have you beaten her before?
I am the
Not that it really
Plague
matters.
Lord.
You have? Okay. I mean, it'll be mostly infantry in there as well, mostly. So that's where the plague months come in handy. And then Altar of the Horned Rat, that should be relatively easy to take. But the big problem here again is we're hemorrhaging food.
Pestilence is all.
So we'll have to capture that like at level 1 or something.
Lustria is mine. Pestilence.
I'm not sure if we'll be able to make it there next time. We'll just see how we go. Alright, moving on. Yeah, we really do need to sort this food problem out.
Clan pestilence.
Soon Itza will be providing 1 food per turn. If he wants to go to Zottel, I'm confident that Zottel can repel him. So they're going to start recruiting a new army over here. Alright, so there's definitely going to be a revolt down here. I don't even know why they're attacking it. It doesn't matter.
Impossible.
You gotta make sure the walls are built. Yeah, you don't really need to upgrade that. Like, the bonuses that you get are pretty minor. I mean, it's not very expensive either, so I guess it's no big deal. Actually, getting that actual local recruitment, that's not minor. Alright, so we can make the attack here. And we've got a almost full stack. We're missing 3 men. 3 rats.
You fool!
We should come out on top here.
Lord Skrulk. Their lives.
Now, even
will
though the
be
balance of
so
power is
short.
against us, I think we have a tactical advantage, so I'm going to go for it. Anyway, if we don't start taking out their armies, they'll continue to raid and sack our settlements. So, getting one of their cities and one of their armies at the same time, that's good. And that Tomb Scorpion is probably going to be the most difficult thing to deal with. but it'll also take her a long time to, a bit of time to recruit another one. So that's something to consider as well. What's her downtime going to be?
Assassin! Plague monks!
Now, I didn't check to see if they've got that scarab ability, so let's actually try to spread out a little bit, because that thing's hard to dodge. So we gotta take out these two towers here. They would have already used it by now if they... Shit. If they got Legionary Barrage, though. Try and dodge it a bit better next time.
Yes, yes.
Now, the bounce of power is actually in our favour. Because yeah, we're going to want time to use our magic to thin out their defenders. I'm not a big fan of rushing sieges. It's actually funny how people call this cheese, but this is like, historically speaking, this is what happened in sieges. You know, there's so few sieges in history that were just like, oh, we've shown up at a settlement, let's just charge forward and take the city. That one didn't do that much damage anyway. It's a good thing we gave it that extra 12% ammo, and when he levels up again, we'll give it that extra 8%. Give us, you know, 1 or 2 extra shots. Alright, cool. Nothing to worry about now, in terms of that. We're still going to get shot by the Legionary Barrage a little bit, but I wouldn't worry about it. The bounce power is still fine for us. We got to take out these skeleton archers. We don't need to create a breach on the wall. Good. They've already just about taken out 2 units. You know, essentially doing their worth. And these archers will be a big concern because these guys have no armor and no shields. So if we don't wipe them out, another thing that we have to consider is we're trying to waste their ammunition, because even just on the approach, we're going to get wrecked by those archers. Because they're crumbling. We try and aim for things that are along the line here because it's a lot easier to hit them. I don't see any point relying on this right now. Just have one of them shoot that. Even if just one shot hits, it'll probably get them to start crumbling. Unless they heal. Which they are crumbling though. Okay, so if this keeps up, they'll disappear. Good. Whilst it's important to hit archers, it's also more important to hit decent targets. No, that was actually shit. Just about it. Alright, so let's keep the damaged ones in reserve. And all the ones that have little damage or barely any start moving up. Let's Get these guys over here as well. Yeah, we're gonna have to waste the shots of their archers, which is not that hard to do. How do you do it? Actually, they do have the assassin rat thing, because he's fast. Fast movers are a lot easier to do stuff. Oh, they don't have any archers defending this section here now.
Assassin!
Suffer the clean.
There we go. Get up on the wall over here.
Plague monks!
Clan pestilence. Lord Skrulk.
Yeah, if they can shoot at him instead of our other units, that would be ideal.
Creep and a cat!
Getting close enough to give him one of these.
Spells of plague. Hoarded rat's blessing.
Clan rats! Attack!
So yeah, based on what's up here, totally fine. We'll have the advantage fighting them up on the walls. Keep Skrulk nearby,
Lord Skrulk.
so they've got that penalty.
Hidden enemy! Scarper, go!
Lord Skrulk.
Who cares if we hit our own units? Just make sure we get a good shot off here. Did like nothing to the Nehikara warriors. Oh well.
Ah, magic strong!
Vermintide comes.
Guide us, horned one!
Plague much to me.
Swishes! Now, ready, now!
I preach death.
Okay, good. While they're tied down, let's put this down and have to hit. Oh, that was very nice. Very good. But this overcasting is doing quite a bit of damage to him. Oh well, what are you gonna do?
Plague monks! Quick, quick, go!
Pestilent blessings.
Ready, ready!
And they don't have any artillery, so we don't have to worry about them shooting us while on the wall.
Kill the things! Plague monks!
Let's get some more guys up on the wall now.
Spell must of fear!
That's power's looking pretty good.
They run!
Oh, fuck me. They got stuck along the way or whatever. It's fine. We're winning with this. Let's just keep going with that then. Actually, no. We gotta stop these archers from shooting. Gotta get them into melee combat. No, not you. Alright. It's good to wipe them out when they've got pretty much full health. That's going to affect the balance of power quite badly for them. them. That's definitely going to be the most difficult thing to deal with. But still, we've dealt with ancient stegodons before, and that's more difficult than tomb scorpions. There's no more infantry on the ground floor, so using this spell here isn't going to do anything. There's Khalida. She's on foot, okay. Yeah, I doubt those horse archers there got any real damage, in honest. This guy here is quite damaged. I'm going to try and pull him out because don't think we'll be able to recruit new ones from over here. Okay, bounce power's looking good, but here comes the hard part for him. Alright, Squawk, start to get up on the walls. Alright, everyone except for this one, continue and fight. Yeah, her using the fireball at that angle is not really doing anything to us, so that's fine by me. Some of our units may get wiped out. Get this one up on the wall, keep it protected. Any of them that are too badly damaged, that get to around 20, get them up on the wall. Just keep them out of combat. Gotta keep giving them the order, because if they get attacked while they're trying to get away, they'll just forget about their orders.
Council's command! Now you die!
Where's the target? Creep Annika!
Them! Die! Die!
Okay, now it's just Khalida down, yep. What happened to the Tomb Scorpion? Surely it didn't die. No, wait, did it actually die? Where is it? I won't believe it till I see its corpse. Oh no, there it is. Shit, I hate that fucking spell. I guess once it's already landed, there's no getting away from it. But once we've killed her, maybe the army loss penalty would be... There we go. Another Pyrrhic victory, because our army's shit, but we didn't lose any units, so it's not so bad. So we're not going to be able to bring this to level 3 this time.
Leave nothing.
Oh shit.
Lord Skrulk.
Damn it, I wanted the money. I got greedy. I mean, we can attack here next... Oh shit. Yeah, we can still attack it next turn. Forgot I was out of movement. Just some of these units will need to be kept in reserve, but we should be fine. Actually, that I really shouldn't have gone for that money.
Scurry away.
Good amount of money, though. I don't know. Alright. Let's have a look here.
Not as pestilent as some.
Don't worry about the settlement. Hopefully it's just like a generic rat faction. So yeah, the Lizardmen, Itza, they're recruiting a new army at Quasar. I don't think they'll win in that situation. This is why we gotta get a peace treaty. We can't be fighting 3 factions at once. Doesn't matter who we get a peace treaty with, we just need someone to be at peace with. Good. So, generic rat army, at least they're not gonna move outside the province. Provides a bit of a buffer.
Defender of truth.
They've rebuilt their armies, so that's just not gonna happen now.
I see you.
So again, just double checking this, they've got... Those handmaidens can do quite a bit of damage. And they do have sword masters of horse. This is a good, strong army. But we've got a large army here. I guess we'll see how we go.
And pestilence is all.
Yeah, I mean, we'll be fine.
Fight, my.
Just kicking myself because we shouldn't have sacked it last turn. Even for the money, it's about... We lost ourselves a turn by doing that. A turn that we could have spent replenishing, a turn that we could have moved on to the next settlement. Even if this place wasn't going to be of any particular value.
Our tail's yours.
So like I said, anything that's probably below 30...
Guide us, horned one.
30 units, 30 men,
Our tail's yours.
30 rats. Stay behind
Yes.
here.
Lord Scroll.
Yeah, the most dangerous units are going to be those archers. That's what we need to take out. Everything else is a bit not really a concern. But just go for where you're going to get kills, wherever they're the most concentrated.
We obey. Fight! Attack!
I have to use the overcast a bit on this guy. Yeah, I didn't do that much damage.
Move! Move! Council's fire! Enemy! What orders?
Let's just carry and they can handle that.
Order! Council's command! Attack! Charge! They shooting! Scatter!
He's taking a lot of damage getting out of that.
Out of the show already. What orders?
Okay, there we go. We walked out of that with pretty minimal casualties. And it's good for Skrulk to get some more food as well, and a little bit of extra experience.
Rapture by plague
I didn't see how much
rabbits.
food there was actually.
Sacrita, steer.
No, just keep it at level 1. I don't know if we'll be able to hold this long term.
Precious things make hoard.
Hey, that'll be pretty good.
My eyes gone, but I see.
Okay, replenishment rate's decent. We gotta try and increase that even further.
His scent tells reveals
There we go,
nothing.
more troops incoming. So, Altar of the Horned Rat. That certainly looks like... Okay, also we gotta keep in mind that all their units will get +5 melee defense when defending.
I am the Plague Lord.
Getting towards this can be quite useful. But then so might Lightning... Oh, they don't really need Lightning Strike because they got the ambush stance. Yeah, I'll grab that. You don't really need that. Well, maybe you do, I don't know. Gotta keep these rats in mind.
Not as pestilent as some.
Yeah, if we do this, that way when we use that spell, it'll cost less.
Clan rats are not content.
We've got a decent amount of money now. There's going to be a revolt here. Alright, it's time to recruit another army. So let's have a look. Who are we going to get? I guess ambush success chance is alright. Okay. Oh, good. Warp lightning cannons. Those will be useful. Bit on the expensive. Oh my god, it cost us 1,000 just to recruit the dickhead. And we can't get a hold of the storm vermin just yet.
Guide us, Horned One.
Start with this, and then we'll see how we go. He may have to wait another turn here before attacking the Altar of the Horned Rat. This is why I said that probably wasn't a good idea, me looting it last turn. Sorry, sacking it last turn. Also, we can attach some heroes to him.
Channeling plague. Plague priest.
Oh, this thing has got upkeep, so we should probably... Let's just use it over here. Yeah, I don't know. Because it's costing us money.
Pestilence comes.
Plague Priest. Yeah, we don't need 2 Plague Priests in an army. Okay, moving on. It looks to me like that army is actually starting to take attrition. He's starving them out for so long. It's actually kind of good that they're not killing them and just tying them down, because money-wise it's not that big of a deal, but they can only seemingly recruit so many units at a time. I don't know. Or maybe it's Luther Harkon who's taking damage. Oh, fuck, that Plague Priest is actually dead. Not wounded, dead. So yeah, they're taking attrition now.
Great corrupt.
And this here will just help to make sure that they, if that stays there, they might contract the plague and they don't annoy Luther Harkon.
My eyes gone, but I see. I refuse.
I mean, we've dealt with more than this before.
What? Horned one command.
The throng is mustered.
Party's wondering if I should head back over here and try and deal with this.
My servant fails me. My eyes
What level's that
but I
settlement?
see.
It's level 5. So it could be worth a lot to sack.
I am the Plague Lord.
If I could encamp, it'll be worth... I'll get some replenishment at least.
The pockets to rats.
Only a little bit, but I think we'll be okay going towards that. There's nothing else we can do. But we're just going to have to wait for that to show up. And one good thing about this, though, is that we'll get some food by taking it out. Alright, let's move on. Haven't been able to get out of any of these wars yet. Obviously, we're expanding and taking Itza's territory, which will reduce their ability to recruit. But at the end of the day, we're still just as fucked as we were at the start because we're still in the same number of wars. If I was to hand it back to him, it'd probably just fall apart straight away. We have to get peace treaties. That's his big problem. You know, any one of these nations, easy to deal with. But all three of them, that being Order of Lawmasters, Itza, and Libaris, together, that's not easy to deal with.
No, it is critic proof. I am the Plague Lord.
Okay, thing to consider. If I sack the settlement, I'd probably have to attack it again the next turn. So what we'll do is we'll move in close, and it'll encamp again. Oh, shit. Alright, maybe don't worry about sacking it. Let's just take it.
Kill for clan.
What's the settlement outlines? Probably best hanging out in the corner here.
Their
Alright, let's do it.
lives will be short.
So yeah, we don't have enough food to get this to level 3 or 4 or anything like that. Well, I guess we could. It's not ideal though. It'll be no, it's not a good idea. Still make a good amount of money just from looting the settlement. So the walls aren't a huge concern. Alright, let's do this. Then take out both of these towers here. It's good that extra ammunition's really coming in handy. Quite a few rats that we can pop up, but oh, we got an ancient stegodon. Ideally, it would be good if we could get the army loss penalty inflicted on them before we have to fight that, but that's probably not going to happen. Okay, now I want them to come over here and shoot down this line. I'm going to try and hit those temple guard. Balance of power is easily in our favour, but still, you know, we've got to try and minimise casualties because we probably should head back to our capital and deal with the Tomb King and also the Order of Lawmaster army. Stop. They're trying to dodge, but it's not happening. There's no opportunity to use any magic here. Alright, that's done. Now they've got the Skink Priest of Beasts, so we kind of want to be at least a little bit spread out. Alright, go. Popping this down is just going to waste them. Actually, I have an idea. I'll pop it down, but then I'm going to get it up on the wall. Oh, there's no need. Like, we're ripping them to shreds.
Kill, kill! For the vermin side!
Focus on taking out all their infantry first, and then we'll worry about their beasts afterwards.
I serve! Nasty things die! Plague monks!
Popping this down here would do anything. We can pop this down, but this spell's not really that useful. I mean, it's okay, I just don't think it's... Use it, don't use it, I don't think it's going to do very much. Looks like this one here healed. Alright, all that attack now, go and attack the Croxagores and the Bastillodon. Oh, I got Fireball. Forgot about that. Yeah, when all their beasts come down to play, that's a big concern. What are we going to do? We could just inflict the army loss penalty on them. That's what we need to do. I don't want to get my heroes and stuff down there. That won't be good for us. Ah, shit. Get up the wall here. Fucking rat. I don't want them getting wiped out, because otherwise I have to go back and recruit new ones. And since our replenishment's quite high, we don't want any losses to be avoided. Our army is so weak to dealing with these beasts. I don't think we're going to get him back up. That one then might have to get wiped out.
Suffer the clean.
Well, they're going down, it's just it's costing us more than it's costing them. Oh, shit. Don't have any other units, and like I said, Skaven Slave Spears would not have been the right answer here. Some of our units might get wiped out, whatever. We're going to make it back to the capital. These two beasts. We just can't do anything against them. Fuck for that. If we had to fight them to the death, they might have actually ended up winning. Okay, looking at that, maybe we didn't lose any units. If that's the case, good, because we'll have more than enough time to recover before we can make our way back. So yeah, don't sack it. I'm sure it's going to be worth a lot of money to sack. Just loot and occupy it. Level 1, doesn't matter. Yeah, no, none of the units got wiped out.
Rapture my plague brothers.
Oh, there's a 7,000 gold difference. We'll have like no food left after that. Like we'll do that without any expectations of actually holding the settlement. We gotta start wrapping things up. Oh my god, I'm running out of hard drive space. So yeah, I have to end the episode, and I don't feel like we should do a third episode. Like it's not that tough now. We got it. We got an army together. I got him a bunch of settlements. I can't get any peace treaties, but it's just not gonna happen. Let's see. Yeah, these 1440p videos, they chew up. Probably got about less than 10 minutes left of hard drive space. And if I don't end the episode by then, the video will just crash. But yeah, I just don't see the need to do a third episode. Like it's like we're getting there. We're getting there. We can beat these armies. We can beat them. So yeah, I'm not going to invest in this at all. Just put that down so that the revolt takes a while before it actually occurs. It's more about damaging them than I suppose. Oh, I should have recruited something over there. Than expanding us. But yeah, they just refuse peace. But yeah, sometimes you get a campaign like this that just can't be fixed, like properly fixed, within 2 episodes. Maybe a third one could fix it, but unfortunately, I just don't want to do it. Well, we'll see. We'll see how these perform on YouTube. If they perform well, then I'll do another one. If not, can't justify it. Just absolutely can't. Okay. Right, so that's good. That'll make the plague monks better. You know what, even making the Skaven slaves just that little bit better could come in handy. Okay, it actually looks like they're hitting over here, but that's actually kind of funny they're not hitting Itza.
My eyes gone, but I see.
How long until this is starved out? We've only got 2 turns left.
What? Horned one command.
Maybe we should lift that siege.
Die.
There you go. And we barely lost anything, and they all got wiped out. All of them.
Grey Seers order their release.
There we go. So that sorted that out. That's good. That's why they weren't assaulting.
Great Warlord.
Okay, we still need another Warp Lightning Cannon, and we're going to need Storm Vermin with Halberds. The upkeep cost of them is 325. Oh, that's really expensive.
Loyal to Clan Can.
But we can make it up by looting. As long as you keep winning battles, you'll be fine.
True disciple.
I am running out of hard drive space. I don't know what it is about this particular video, but it's like consuming hard drive space like absolutely crazy. The previous one did that as well. I haven't changed my settings. So it makes a little bit of money, nothing major. So he'll be out of action for a couple of turns.
To its leaders.
Oh, it takes quite a while to recruit Storm Vermin. Okay, moving on. I don't even think. Oh, I do not have enough hard drive space. I'm down to. I've got like 1 minute left. Look, he can handle it. He can definitely handle this. Well, we'll see. Whatever the case is, the situation is much better than it was at the beginning of this Saving Your Disaster campaign, because we didn't have any troops at all, and there was that huge fucking Itza army with all the monsters in it that was coming straight for us. Any one of their full stacks now pretty much don't matter. Oh, they just bugger off. They could have done that from the start, apparently. Yeah, unfortunately, if I keep going any longer, I gotta end the video now. I'm on like 10 seconds left. Anyway, that's the end of this one, guys. So like and subscribe. I don't know if I'll do a part 3. We'll see how it goes. If you guys really enjoyed this particular Saving Your Disaster campaign, I'll do more. If not, I have to move on to the next one. Anyway, see you next time, fuckers.